Or I guess you can tell us. I guess you can tell us. You have to tell us individually.
Turn around.
Cookie. Where's her?
Here.
She loves carrots.
And right down we go.
So did somebody stumble upon the cavern? Is that what happened here?
Kind of.
Don't worry.
Cookie,
Oh,
over
look.
here.
There's those crystals again.
Thank you.
All right,
Cookie,
you
come here.
Hey, I can hold her if you want to get some pictures.
Now, what you've all entered into is a dry cavern. Roughly 3% of all the caverns in the world are dry caverns, with only about half of those actually being accessible to the public. We are the third largest dry cavern in the world and the first largest dry cavern in the United States. Most dry cavern rooms are actually about this size, and most of the time they are used for personal things such as wine cellars or personal document storage. Now, when you come right down this way, please watch out for your head up here on the rock and watch your step when you come right
You
down
said
this
it's
way.
okay to take pictures, right?
Yes.
Must be please watch your head and follow me.
In some caverns you can't take pictures. But this is a dry cavern. I think we'll pass it, guys. I'm sorry. You can talk. I'm coming.
Now this here is our crystal room. You're currently at the deepest point to the entire tour at about 220 feet below the surface.
Wow.
Down here in our cavern, we're a constant 61 to 62 degrees year-round with about 80% humidity. And that temperature is constant no matter if it's 101 degrees on the surface or -3. In our cavern, it is constantly warmer or cooler than the surface, which is really nice.
You're right. This is nice in here. I thought it'd be cold.
It's one of my favorite reasons. It's
Oh,
one of my
yeah.
favorite parts of this job. It's always nice down here.
It is.
Now, our cavern was discovered by a man by the name of Walter Peck in 1927. He was riding along to a poker game when it started to rain pretty hard. It will be a little taller than the rest, so if you need to, please use the handrails.
The steps are weird. Oh.
All right. Now this room is our Chapel of the Ages. You're now about 206 feet below the surface. Down here in our cavern, we are actually one of the largest known deposits of selenite crystals. And there are actually two reasons as to why it is we like to call this room the Chapel of the Ages. The first reason is because it's domed cathedral-like ceiling, and the second reason is because we've actually held a few weddings down here. If you look right up here above us, you'll see Cathedral Dome. This was formed back millions of years ago when water from the surface had made its way down to the water inside the cavern. When the two waters met, it ended up creating a church. You can go right up onto the platform here, just please watch your step. Now, in 1977, we had our very first wedding. Our curio shop lady at the time had met and fallen in love with the cook. And after a while, they decided they wanted to get married. And they actually chose to get married down here in the cavern. But of course, everyone on the surface was just a bit curious as to why they wanted to get married 21 stories underground in basically a giant hole. She told everyone that she wanted to start her marriage off on a rock-solid foundation. Her words, not mine. After their wedding, she actually did leave us a souvenir. She left us her wedding veil.
Oh, nice.
And then after that, in the year 2000, Now in 1944, Walter sold our caverns to a trucking company out of Denver called the Ringsby Brothers.
Let's go.
Okay.
So you come right around the corner here. Please watch out for your head up here on the wall, and watch out for your legs on the giant boulder.
So do you ever shut the lights off in here?
For the last tour of the day, yes.
So you don't know how dark it is when you shut the lights off, do you?
Not until you, not until you shut them off. Then it's like really, really, really crazy dark.
It's pretty cool, man.
She's saying use your hand. Yeah. Sorry, something over the wall. Okay, no, wait. I actually have a train. Hear the engine?
Now in 1956, they were starting the renovations for the current guided tours. And one of the big things they're trying to figure out is how they're going to get all this concrete down here into the cavern. At the time, the only way in and out of our cavern was through the natural entrance. The elevator wouldn't even have been started until about 1959, 1960. So not wanting to have to haul the concrete down here into the cavern. In exchange, they ended up sending us the life-size replica of Gertie. Now Gertie, the poor girl, she did actually try to escape the cavern, and we know that because of all the claw marks that are right up here on the wall. They know these are her claw marks because embedded in the wall they'd found about a third of her claw. To this day, her claw is actually up on the surface, and you can look at that when we're done with our tour. Coming right down the concrete stairs here, please be careful as they will be a little bit uneven, so please use the handrails if you need to.
But it looks so nice on TV. That one looks mean and nasty. poles up there, do they go anywhere?
No,
Or
they
just-
just basically just are
Gotcha.
there.
Basically, she just doesn't know.
Basically, yeah. No, they were formed kind of like the way Cathedral Dome was. Water was just washing away at the rock.
That makes sense.
Well, that's a long way down.
Again, coming down the rest of the stairs, please use the handrails.
Yeah, don't wait for me.
Watch out for the boulder up here above us, as well as the one to the side. And we've got some more concrete stairs at the bottom of the wooden ones.
Well, these stairs are cool. It's made out of like oak wood. These are nice too.
And then you're all right back where we started. You ended up going in a giant circle. We've got two more stairs right down here at the bottom.
I can't hear you.
Why did it warn you that there's more stuff taken in there? Like video recorded.
And we're back.
You okay?
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know.